Have you ever lost someone so suddenly, without warning, that it felt like your heart was ripped open? Yet, deep down, there was a strange sense of peace? What if that wasn't a coincidence? What if Allah himself was pulling them away, to protect you, to heal you, to purify your life? Sometimes, the people we cry over are the very ones Allah removes because they were holding us back. So here's the question. When someone exits your life, do you curse the loss or do you look for the wisdom? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might realize that every goodbye was a divine rescue. One day they were close. The next, they're distant. Calls go unanswered. Conversations become awkward. Messages stay on read. You wonder what happened. But here's the truth. Not all distance is bad. Sometimes it's a shield, a protection, a silent act of mercy. In Surah Al-Anfal 8:30, Allah says, "But Allah is the best of planners." What if his plan was to pull you out before the poison took root? A 2021 psychology study from the University of Pittsburgh showed that prolonged exposure to negative relationships increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone. What Islam knew for 1,400 years, science is only confirming now. Your soul can't thrive in toxic soil. So when someone drifts, ask, is this Allah quietly saving me? Arguments out of nowhere. Constant tension. You say blue. They hear red. You try to explain. They twist your words. It feels exhausting, doesn't it? But what if this friction is divine? Allah may increase the tension not to punish you, but to awaken you, to make you uncomfortable enough to walk away. The Prophet Muhammad said, "A person is upon the religion of his close friend. So let one of you look at whom he befriends." Now ask yourself, is this friend pulling you closer to Allah or dragging you away? You trusted them, believed in them, maybe even loved them. But suddenly, their mask slipped. The lies, the manipulation, the betrayal. It hurts. But is it possible that Allah was showing you who they truly were before you invested even more? There's a famous quote by Imam Ali, R.A., "Do not be sad when someone betrays you. It's the answer to your dua, asking Allah to protect you from harm." Have you been making dua for peace, for clarity, for better company? Then maybe, just maybe, this pain is a response. Suddenly, they block you, they ghost you, you lose your job and don't see them again. The invitations stop, the chats dry up, you feel rejected, alone, confused. But remember this, and it may be that you dislike a thing while it is good for you. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. A closed door isn't always a punishment. Sometimes it's a redirection. Dr. Ingrid Clayton, a clinical psychologist, writes, "Toxic people often create an illusion of dependency. When that illusion breaks, you finally breathe. What if Allah closed that door so you could finally inhale peace? They're gone, but instead of pain, you feel peace. Isn't that strange? Shouldn't you feel broken? But you don't. You feel light, free. Oh, that's a sign." Ibn Taymiyyah said, "The soul finds rest in that which is sincere to Allah." Sometimes Allah removes a person, not just for your protection, but to make room for your soul to breathe again. You didn't lose peace. You found it. And if your heart is finally calm, maybe that absence was a cure. What if you were the toxic one once, and Allah removed you from someone else's life to help you grow? We often see ourselves as a victim, but growth requires honesty, self-reflection. Allah says in Surah Ar-Raid 13:11, "Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of people until they change what is in themselves." So ask, are you becoming the kind of person who deserves good company? Every soul you meet is either a test or a trap. Tests bring lessons. Traps bring scars. The difference? Tests bring you closer to Allah. Traps pull you further. So how do you know? Does this person encourage your prayers or distract you? Do they bring you calm or constant drama? Do they remind you of your purpose or pull you into dunya? Every answer points to whether Allah is keeping them in your life or slowly pushing them out. Sometimes we cry over temporary people, while Allah is preparing permanent peace. Sometimes we cling to what's familiar, even when it's harmful, because the unknown scares us. But Allah sees what you don't. He hears what you can't. He removes to protect, to elevate, to cleanse. In Surah Nur 2400 hours 26, evil women are for evil men, and evil men are for evil women. Good women are for good men, and good men are for good women. If Allah is removing someone, maybe He's preparing someone better. So next time someone walks away, don't rush to chase them. Don't beg them to stay. Pause, reflect, and ask, what is Allah teaching me here? Every heartbreak can be a turning point. Every loss can be purification. Every removal can be a gift. Let go of what Allah removed, and hold on to what He left. Your soul, your peace, your future. Because when Allah removes, He always replaces. And what He gives is always better. Oh Allah, remove from my life all that harms my soul, and replace it with all that brings me closer to You. If this touched your heart, don't forget to share it with someone else who needs this reminder. And subscribe for more Islamic reflections and spiritual guidance. May Allah bless you with peace, clarity, and righteous company. Ameen.